You're good. There we go. You got it figured out?
I hope so.
Which bags you need? We're not using these.
Oh.
I guess those are for the what? The boom box.
That looks that way.
All right. Well, that's easy.
Well,
Open right up.
It's easy.
Well, no, I meant you open right up to the Famicom.
Oh.
Oh. I think they tell you which bag you need first. It's right there.
Yeah, they're not marked.
Are you sure?
Yeah, only some of them were. This is JK.
Yeah, that's got
2132.
That's marked.
But these ones aren't.
Are you sure? Well, they probably don't need to be because they're pretty self-explanatory, right? Just big pieces.
I wanted you to show everybody my new cup.
Jess got a new cup. One of thousands that she owns.
I got another one today.
Another one today.
Yeah, I needed one to have at work. I didn't have one at work.
It's got a spinning umbrella. It's fancy. It's got a nice feel to it.
And jelly. Kind of goes with my nails.
It's a nice cup. Good job. Ronnie Red's here.
Hi, Wani.
Hi, Wani. He wants us to build a Magnavox Odyssey.
What's that? Oh, I got that.
It's an old-fashioned game system. I don't got one.
I don't either. Can you open this for me?
Open your Waterloo. There you go. There's your Waterloo. I have it well too.
Is the music too loud? I feel like it's so close to us now.
Is it too loud?
I'm worried it's too loud. And I'm really far away from you. And the music is closer. That might be a problem.
Here, I'll turn it down then. Is that better?
Yeah, I could have turned it down on my phone.
Well, it's okay.
Are you sniffly now?
I don't want to choke on it. Ronnie told me to choke on it.
He's probably telling me to choke on it.
No, he said choke on it, Nick.
Oh.
So he's not telling you, he's telling me. In no uncertain terms, as they say.
Well, he's going to say it to me next.
Well.
Do you like my hair in the stream?
Yeah.
Does that add a nice aesthetic?
Yeah.
There you go.
How's the TSA treating you, Ronnie? You've been getting the pat downs going? Have you been getting up in there with the pat downs, making people feel very uncomfortable indeed?
Should I start?
Yeah, go ahead. Spill the beans. Jess and I went and saw a film at cinema tonight.
At cinema, on
Yeah.
the cinema.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
What?
At cinema, on cinema.
No, it's on cinema at the cinema.
Close
You
enough.
reversed it.
Would you like a Zen pooch?
No, I don't need one of those. I don't think.
It's for fun. Enjoy a buzz.
I'll just smoke a cigarette.
You can do both. It won't kill you.
I don't. Why do you want me to have Zen so much?
They're nice. It goes nice with your blackberry jam.
It probably doesn't.
It's lemon.
All right, well, I've got a Zen in my mouth now.
See, you're like an old man.
I don't think old men eat Zens.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Tobacco pouches.
Well,
It's like a dog that's got peanut butter. I think you're supposed to use your upper gum. That's what the instructions say.
well, classically, tobacco guys always did it in the lower.
Yeah. These are
Oh.
tobacco. They don't have as much juice.
Oh, well. Ronnie doesn't do pat downs yet. Well, I'm sure you're counting down the days, aren't you?
Can't wait. Where should my hands be?
Where should your... Right there is fine.
Am I too far?
No.
Does yours burn when you eat it?
A little bit. It's like a red hot. It's got a red hot kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it goes away after a minute.
Ronnie, are you allowed to do Zen pouches while you're working at the TSA? Or do they frown upon that? Would I be allowed to walk through and go through the security checkpoint with a Zen pouch in my mouth? Or is that against the rules?
Man, they just mix these. Why can't they do 1, 2, and 3? Now I have to have them all out.
What do you think? Do they frown upon that?
It's organic material.
So is like ointment, and they don't let you take that through.
If you had it in your mouth, if you had ointment in your mouth, they can't stop. If you had like a glob of Vaseline in there.
They probably would.
No.
Because they got the restrictions on the amount of liquid you can carry.
What about the amount of liquid inside your body?
Oh, dun dun dun. Ronnie said if they don't find out, then it never happened. You know what I saw come through my feed earlier today on Twitter? A video of a lady and a gentleman who had filmed their airplane escapades in their seats.
While they were on flight?
Yeah.
You saw the film?
Yes.
That wasn't real. It was probably staged.
No, it was for real. It didn't look fake at all.
No, I mean like maybe it was a set. I already ruined it, and I don't have the popper.
Well, that's downstairs.
Guess we're done.
Well, all right.
It was a good night. What happened on the escapades?
She was filleting him in his seat.
With her mouth?
Yeah.
Nobody was seeing it?
She was hunched over, and she like had her hoodie kind of pulled across like Dracula to cover her face and head, kind of so no one would see. And the guy across the aisle was like asleep. But an attendant walked by and didn't notice.
Of course not.
Ronnie says, please, in all caps, wash your, all caps, fucking stinky ass shoes before you fly. If you have horrendous, foul, utterly diabolical, room clearing ass shoes, please. Some people got shoes that smell like dirty diapers.
Ew. I believe it though. I have to tattoo people's feet and they stink sometimes. Ow, I can't get this off.
That's what she said. Good Brother said theater BJs.
Theater? Ew, no.
No.
Nick
we just
does
went and
not
watched.
like interruptions during his movie.
Yeah, we just went to cinema.
And
we watched.
We're respectable adults, and we respect public places. We're not gross.
I wouldn't do that.
I don't like when people come over to our house and have sex that don't live here. So I don't go to other places and do that.
I guess you asked after I said she was filleting him. You said with her mouth.
Well.
And Ronnie said, yes, Jess, filleting with the mouth.
Well, I just couldn't imagine a scenario where you can get your head over there and not have anybody notice. That's why I said that.
Well, he just had his peen out like through. He didn't have his pants down all the way. He had just popped it out.
I know, but if you have your head in the lap, even if you're taking a nap, that looks suspicious.
Well,
you can't be bobbing up and down.
Like I said, the guy across the aisle was asleep.
I'm just saying.
The guy across the aisle was asleep, and it looked like they were probably up in the air. So I'm sure the guy was keeping eyes ahead to make sure no one got up. Or he probably would have.
Give her the tap.
Yeah, the old tap.
Snap, dear.
Mm-hmm. Just put
for that, we have to tap it in an opportune moment.
Well, then.
They do. They filmed it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Stream's over.
You can't pop it off.
You might be able to. I don't want to break my nail. It started damaging my nail.
That means I have to do dynamic view whilst.
Go get a butter knife. You need a butter knife.
Hold on, I almost.
Don't break your nail either.
Look at that. Come on.
You don't have fancy nails.
Hashtag don't need no man.
I don't. No, I always like the reels where it's a lady there and she says all these girls talking about how they don't need their man, but I very much need my man to take care of me and give me a water and my iced coffees and to help me when I'm sad. That's me.
Well, thank you. What's up, Jorphus?
I very much would never say I don't need my man because I would crumble without you.
Oh, thanks. That's nice of you. Thanks for saying so.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie said that I do too much and I get no respect.
I just gave you so much respect.
She just gave me props.
I've been stressing about cleaning our bedroom. It's my mess. I'm the one that makes the mess, but I've been working so much and I keep saying, when am I ever going to get a chance to do this? And I came home from work and Nick had the boys on a tight regimen. He made them clean the house while he sat back and relaxed all day. I'm just kidding. He did all the laundry. It was like 20 loads of laundry. He cleaned the room. Now I just have to organize.
Well, people are going to say, well, why was your laundry so backed up,
you fuck? It was my fault. It was me because the room had gotten to such a state that there was no...
Well, let's back it up as to how this whole thing started.
Okay. I was like...
Because I originally had made our room spotless and the bathroom.
Yes. And I thought... Well, except for we have a shoe tub. We have a tub full of shoes, and I got a shoe organizer. So, and I had some things I needed to put away that had been strewn about this big tub that we can't use. So, I was like, I got this, and instead of just putting some things away, I had to get everything out and reorganize it. Clear
everything that she owns. Everything she owns, every article of clothing.
I got rid of some things, like one box of things.
Hold on, Ronnie said he's not here to break the cycle. Fuck you, Nick.
Break what cycle?
Of disrespecting me.
Aww.
Jorfa said a shoe tub. Ronnie said like a bin. No, that's what you would think. No, like a large a jacuzzi. Imagine having a hot tub in the bathroom that connects to your bedroom. It's like a luxurious jacuzzi tub. However,
it works, but there's a leak somewhere that nobody can get to. We've called experts.
When we first moved in,
nobody told us.
No one told us because the water ran. So it was like, oh, sweet.
We didn't know there was a leak, but we'll just get somebody to fix the leak. No big deal.
And then we had multiple
one guy
plumbers came out. Yeah. But basically, listen for a second.
I have to open another
so I can tell you.
I have to open another bag. This is ridiculous. I have to open all the bags.
I'm trying to tell him what happened.
Go ahead, I'm just pissed. Go ahead.
So, it's a jacuzzi tub. It's like an original jacuzzi from like the late 70s.
It's nice.
It's very nice though.
I wanted to take lots of baths.
But the problem is, because of how it's built into like a tile structure, there's like a small panel to access like one part of it on the side, probably about
a loaf of bread.
Probably about the size of a loaf of bread panel, and that's all the access that a plumber has to it. The only other thing you can do is you can demolish the tile enclosure that it's built into, or you'd have to go down to our laundry room, the floor below, and basically cut the entire ceiling out to get a look at all of the underworkings of this tub. So, that has been very low on the to-do list because we've got other things in this house that need to be taken care of. So the tub just sits there. It looks nice, but it's not been used since like the week we moved in. We tried to fill it up and realized that there was water dripping.
That was one nice bath that I had, though. One nice bath.
So anyway, after that, we just keep it just sitting there. When Jess got all of her shit out to start going through everything, we just started piling all of her shoes in the bathtub that doesn't work. And
I'm really good at starting super big organizational projects and then not having enough time to finish them.
Jorphus asked the type where that one friend asked you to do cuckold.
What?
What? A cuck tub?
Is that a cuck tub?
I've never heard of a cuck tub.
We did talk about doing a hot tub in my bikini OnlyFans stream because that one girl got rich off of it, and I said I could do that.
I'm not gonna pimp you out.
I know, it was a joke.
It was
all a joke.
That is cuck shit.
I'm not gonna do that.
I
Clearly
know.
not gonna
I
do that.
know. Everyone knows.
I don't even like being in public in a bikini.
Ronnie says I have experience with being cuckolded.
Very good at that.
Number one cuck.
That dog is butthurt.
I know. I hear him.
But anyway, that's why the bedroom was a disaster.
The type of 90s jacuzzi? No, it's a 70s jacuzzi, not 90s. This home... What is he doing? This home was built in 77, I think.
79.
79. So...
It was a Homerama home. Primo 80s tech.
Yeah. Homerama.
Don't mind me, it's going to take me 2,000 years to find all the pieces I need because they're all scattered about.
A piece.
Yeah, they could have been. This is one downside. There's another one of them flies.
I just saw it buzz by. But we went to, hold on, so we were talking about...
You did all the laundry. That was good. That's why the laundry wasn't getting done. Because I made a mess. And there's nowhere to put anything away. I'm still reorganizing it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Nick did the laundry anyway, despite my non-organization. So now I just have to put my personal belongings away. And there's a couple shelves I bought that we need to put together so we can put some of the stuff on to help with said organization. Hi, kitty cat. She's looking for that fly. She ate one the other day for me.
Hi, Wuna. So that's what's been... And then, so our room got totally demolished. And Jess is like, well, I'll find out where I want to put all my stuff. So...
Yeah, it's all kinds of weird stuff. You never know. That sounded bad. It's not weird
all
stuff.
kind of weird stuff. All of her toys.
No, it's like headbands, accessories, clothing items, shoes, belts, all my fashion, my extra bags. Nick's really sweet and likes to buy me fancy things like cool purses, and then I have too many of them.
And a million cups like that.
Only have about... I got to be in the upper 20s on my cups.
Yeah.
This is bothersome, and I can't get it nice. There we go.
What kinds of toys? Asked Jorfus.
I don't really have toys. I've got like Hello Kitty Squishmallows.
Bring your operation forward just a skosh.
Then I gotta lean.
Just like that. We're not in the... It's fine. I just want to be able to see it being built. Who am I voting for in 2036? Let's see. I will vote... What is that? That's... Oh, shit. That's crazy. That's only like 10 years away. 11, 10 and a half.
We'll be so old. We'll be 50. That's gross. We don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about being 50. I'm already struggling with being 40 in a minute.
50 is the new 30.
No.
I'll vote for Timothy Chalamet.
Eh?
I think he'll probably be running for president. Probably Timothy Chalamet.
I'm struggling today.
Paul Atreides. In 11 years, I'll vote Damn Son. He's kind of a chill guy.
Who?
I don't know. Damn Son.
I thought you meant like, damn, son.
I think Javi. He got mad at me how I pronounced Javi last time. Javi.
Yeah.
Javi.
Yeah, you were doing it all wrong, I said.
Is it Millet? Is that how you pronounce it properly? There's a kid that's named...
Melee.
No, it's not Melee.
I'm being silly.
That's like
I don't
super
even know I know. I'm making a joke. I'm not allowed to make jokes.
Yeah, you can. Millet. I've heard it both ways. You think he'll still be your president in about 11 years? Hey, I'm saying it correctly this time. Look at me go.
Look at you.
I'm a real Argentinian boy.
You are a real Argentinian boy. Oh.
You know, some people say that Adolf Hitler swizzled on over to Argentina and he never died. in World War II. Some people say that our government helped them do it. You know, because they brought lots of Nazis over here to work at NASA after WW2.
I've made a mistake again. Hold on, I have to course correct here.
You think that we're only going to be able to vote for sports stars like LeBron and Deshaun Jackson and Jalen Hurts? I'll vote for.
Steve Nash.
He can't run. He's Canadian.
Oh.
He couldn't do it. He could run in Canada.
Could D'Antoni run?
My other home. No.
What happened to D'Antoni?
D'Antoni's Italian.
He lives here though.
Yeah, but he like grew up in Italy.
This is a different color, red.
He was like an Italian basketball star. That's how he got famous.
Whatever, fine.
He was a badass though. He pioneered that Steve Nash style of basketball. He never made it big in the NBA, but in a different time he could have. I think I'd vote for Ja Morant because he wouldn't take any shit. He's always packing heat.
Do you want me to take the dog out?
I don't care.
Do you want to entertain for a
I'll
minute?
just chill.
I just don't want him to be whining the whole time.
We'll just chill for a second.
I'm sucking anyway. Look at this. Does that bother you? That's a different color, red.
What?
Look at that first strip.
Oh yeah, it's like a darker red.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's
no good.
That's what you get with Jmbricklayer. Ronnie's gonna vote for Shane McClanahan. How about Mike Shanahan?
Boyer, or Loki, whoever, take Loki.
How about who else? Who's a good sports star to vote for?
Loki, outside. Loki.
For president of the United States of America? I'll vote for Joe Burrow. I'll vote for Joey B. He'll probably still be playing. Joey B is going to be playing for a long time. Warrior Villars for president 2036. He'll also be the lead pitcher for the Chicago Cubs, you think? I don't know if Warrior's still going to be here in 2036, man. I hope he is. That'd be cool if all my animals are still alive in 2036. It's a while to go. I have to give them their longevity pills. Stone Cold Steve Austin / reanimated Brian Pillman 2036. If we're still having presidential elections, then if everything's not been taken over by AI, artificial intelligence, if we don't have, I don't know. You know what I think the worst thing we could possibly do is give the robots their own bodies. AI can't do a whole lot if we don't build bodies for them. But that's already, cat's out of the bag on that one. No putting the toothpaste back in the tube. Once these people start building robots, and they had that big Tesla event, and those things, they're getting those ready for they want those to be in everyone's homes. And then, what's going to happen is it'll be like an Order 66 event. All the little household robots are going to turn on the owners in one fell swoop. AI can't replace humans. We have hoes. You don't think there's going to be robotic hoes?
Like hoe? Like slut?
Yeah, like sluts. Hoses.
Probably the first thing they're going to do when they have robots.
They're already working on it.
Yeah. I just saw him jump really high for a fat boy.
Neuralink, baby. Baby. I would never put that into my brain. Ever. Ever, ever, ever.
What if you like were in like brain dead and that was your only chance of living? You're like comatose. And like, well, you can pull the plug or you can give them a Neuralink. What do you want me to do? Tell me right now so I know. You have to decide. You have documentation.
Well,
live another day.
That's tough. I don't know.
What if your sweet children were like, please, Daddy, do the Neuralink?
If it was life or death.
Yeah, it was your only chance.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Neuralink or death? See, I worry that it's like, what happens to your agency if they start tapping into it?
Oh, yeah. You become like a hitman.
Ronnie says he hates that line of questioning.
Well, what else are we going to talk about?
He said, would you drink diarrhea if you were going to die of dehydration? And he says, I guess I'm dead then. I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know. If I was in a vegetative state, maybe I'd be open to it if it can bring me back. Maybe because maybe I can get things functioning once more, and then I can have the Neuralink taken out. I can get in touch with like a backdoor hacker.
I have to open up yet another bag. Why couldn't they just give me the bag of the pieces?
Because they don't. Because it's not.
So mad.
Because it's not Lego. It's Jmbricklayer.
They couldn't have been courteous at least. They have to be dicks, just because it.
Good Brother's gonna go full on Bert from Tremors for them robots.
What if you chose the Neuralink to live, and Good Brother is going ham? Good Brother, would you kill Nick, one of your longest friends, or would you protect him and use him as a weapon against the other robots? Would he be like?
Well, see, that's Elon's argument. He said the guys who are going full steam ahead on AI don't give a fuck. So he's basically envisioning like a Transformers future. Not so much Terminator. He's hoping we can have it be like Transformers, where if some good guys with money put their backs into the project, then maybe we can come up with a benevolent AI system that will look out for us and guard us from the evil, malevolent AIs. So we'll have, on our side, we'll have like an Optimus Prime and the Autobots, and then Sam Altman's ChatGPT origin AI system that doesn't give a shit. That'll be like your Decepticons.
It's kind of like that episode of Space Dandy, where QT has to go save his robot friends against the one that went rogue and was like trying. Remember?
Yeah.
And
that was a
it
good
was really
episode.
sad. That was like probably one of the most moved. I like cry every time that one.
I do too. It brings tears to my
I
eyes.
feel really sad for QT.
It's very triumphant though.
His love.
He turns into the big giant QT and fights for the rights of humans. Good Brother says in all caps, yes, I would game end Nick.
Aw.
It would be required. He'd be compromised. He's not Nick anymore.
Aw. What if I was like, please think of my babies? Don't do it.
Just don't do it in front of my family.
No. Stop. Oh, it's so sad.
Drive me out somewhere nice first. Let me.
Okay, we need to change this line of discussion.
Let me ride one last coaster.
Stop it.
Just blast me as I'm going down like the final loop, the end of the beast.
No.
At night.
This is horrible.
Take me to McDonald's. Yeah, get me a McDouble.
So that's gonna be your last meal is a McDouble.
Yeah.
Not even like a double quarter pounder, just a McDouble.
Oh, Ronnie has a better idea. He said take him to Pepper Mill.
Yeah. Pepper, just the last thing you smell is like sweaty old gym locker hooker smell.
Yeah, there we go. Let me see Pepper Mill one last time.
That's an expensive last death. Get you all the way out to Vegas.
Yeah. Well, we could road trip it. It'd be like a buddy comedy that ends with me getting blasted at the end.
It's like that scene of that movie with Nicolas Cage and Pedro, where they're like driving in the car.
Yeah.
Pedro's all happy and he looks all serious.
Yeah.
What are you growling at? I hate to tell you, but we live with those cats.
Jorfa said if AI could become sentient, they wouldn't replace us because they can't become male or female. They're non-binary.
Well,
they might be able to develop. They'll be able to replicate.
Ooh.
But you know, there's like, see, that's the thing. I'm not very far into it still because it's a huge book.
Excuse me.
But I found out in the world of Dune, they have outlawed the creation of machines that think like humans, is kind of how they put it. Because of the war that happened between humans and robots. So when you come into the world of Dune, it's after a war has taken place between robots and humans. Humans won, and then they outlawed the creation of like sentient robots.
Oh.
So that's interesting.
Really, though, outlawing is just like a recommendation. Unless they, like,
Well,
blow them up.
even the governments are like, we're not going to do that anymore because that was a bad time.
But they're still around, right?
Not that I've seen. They have machines still, and they have like spaceships and whatnot, but they don't have anything like AI in that world anymore. It's been banned big time. Warhammer didn't come before Dune. Dune was written like 1965, I think. Warhammer ain't been around that long, has it?
Loki, quit.
But you're saying that's Warhammer 40K lore? Yeah, I have to watch Mallrats. Also go to Circus so I can see the lady. What was her name? Penelope? I think that might have been it.
I don't want to talk about more scenarios where you have to die and what your last day would look like.
You know what I was reading about Frank Herbert?
No.
He had an absolute ban on his children entering his office. Banned. No one was allowed to fuck with him when he was writing at all.
Well, I get it.
It would be big time. It would be a big time. What could you say? Jackpot in the house if that happened. If the kids came in and fucked with him when he was writing Dune.
This is a silly.
I agree, Ronnie.
silly
That show was ass.
What show?
The Circus lady.
Oh.
My favorite part was when when she was on the tightrope, if you can even call it that. It was like 1 foot off the ground. She had her little hula hoop, and I thought she was going to do the walk the dog. You know that trick? Right?
Oh, I thought you were talking to the chat. Sorry, yes.
You.
Yes.
And how you toss it and it comes back to you. Only she just tossed it and it rolled off the stage. Lame. You can't even do the walk the dog? What the fuck?
Turned into Ray Donovan's wife.
I did.
Yeah, you sound like Ray Donovan's wife.
Tightrope that sagged 2 inches above the carpeted floor. Yeah.
Gross.
Well, that's true. I liked walking around I like the indoor aesthetic, like you were walking through a carnival, but it was inside. That was neat. It was kind of charming in its own way.
This is very stressful.
I wish I could have shown you guys more of Circus Circus, but you know the feed kept going out. It was like they had a jammer.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere you went. A lot of indoors buildings in Vegas. It was like there was no signal at all. Good Brother is theorizing Penelope was 100% a prostitute, and I missed my solicitation opportunity.
Sorry.
Would you have given me a free pass for Penelope?
Sure wouldn't have. Give you a free pass to get the hell out of my house if you do that. I want none of them circus germs floating around here.
Hell yeah, Ronnie. He's going to Vegas in July.
Ooh, I hope you have $10,000 saved up.
He said he should do some Circus streaming. You should. Absolutely do it. I want to see that. I want to revisit my old stomping grounds virtually.
We have another one of those mysterious decals. We never found them, did we?
Nope.
Well, we won't have it. Won't be able to say family computer.
Well, maybe I'll find it later.
All right.
And Jorfus is chastising you. He said you have an OnlyFans, so you can't talk.
I don't really have an OnlyFans, guys. That's a made-up rumor.
That you started.
I said I would make an OnlyFans of squishing food or something weird.
With your feet.
Yeah, nothing sexual
You
for
want
me.
nothing's. You want to attract the feet people.
Sure, why not? I don't have to live with them.
You're not on the internet.
I know.
Jess doesn't. She thinks she's gonna have fun. She'll just dabble in the
I'm not really going to.
in the foot community.
One of my clients said that he dated a girl who did that, and she made a lot of money.
I'm sure she did.
Oh, and you know what's really funny? My friend Abby, you know Abby, she knows a girl who her whole job is wedgie content. She has her Instagram and her influencer pages where she just shows herself in different places with atomic wedgies, and then she has her OnlyFans content, which is like extreme wedgie content.
What, like up the vag?
No, just like probably just, you know. I think like, you know.
How is that any more extreme?
Like showing more of your skin. Probably just like a thong. I don't know. Just showing more of your butt. Maybe, I don't know.
So if you subscribe, you get to see the full moon instead of like 3/4.
Well, she'll do like requests and stuff, you know, like custom wedgie content for people.
Custom wedgie
like, where
content.
do you want your wedgie to be? You know, like.
Well, there aren't many places.
Well, you know, like she'll do different things. Like she'll like, you know, like give herself like a wedgie and like hang herself from things, stuff like that.
Good Brother said petition to get Jess to take down her OnlyFans.
Stop it. People are gonna think I really have one, and I don't.
Petition to stop being a degenerate.
I'm not a degenerate. Why would you guys say that about me?
I just saw that Bonnie Blue
Ugh.
is upping her. She's upping her her target.
Ugh, sick. People are just.
She wants to break her record. She said that her next stunt is that she's going for 2,000 guys in one day.
That's disgusting. I saw. Remember you were talking about that one lady that was hospitalized?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's like because my phone heard us talking or what, but she like posted a video and it showed up in my feed, where she was like talking about how she's just hanging out, recovering, and how it's the best, and how she can't wait to do it again. Blech.
Yeah. Yeah, Bonnie Blue said that she just appreciates all the things that her fans have done for her, and she wants to give back by making herself as open. Or no, I think she said, I want to make my holes open to as many people as possible as a way of saying thank you
Ew.
for the life that you've given me. Gosh. Yeah.
really struggling with the set. I'm just going to tell you that now.
When did I ever say I can take 5 guys?
You?
Yeah, that's what Jorfa said. He said Nick is literally the I can take 5 guys, then with a devil face. And then he said,
talking about burgers and fries?
I hope so. But then he said, you are like, I can take 5 guys with a smirky face.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not taking any guys.
Well, hopefully at least one.
Well, yeah, the one I'm married to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, I think that OnlyFans chicks are actually worse than porn stars. Good Brother brought up a point. He said, what's funny is that professional porn stars may never have sex with 2,000 people in their life.
Mm-hmm. That's probably
She's going to do that in less than 24 hours.
I wonder how many that is a minute.
I don't know. Can someone do the math on that?
I don't know how many minutes are in a day.
How many guys is that, like, we could say per hour? How many guys per hour would you have to take to be able to do 2,000 in 24 hours?
This is gross math.
You think I could take, Ronnie thinks I could take 2,000. I could beat Bonnie Blue.
Let's not talk about you taking guys. Not very a fun topic to discuss. This is almost as bad as you exploding.
I played a game with a glory hole today.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
While I was at work?
Yeah. I was calling, I don't think it wasn't really a glory, it was a murder hole. But it looked suspiciously like a glory hole. You had to stay in this hotel, and there was like a picture hanging above your bed. When you moved it, there's a hole in the wall.
Oh no.
And then you look through it, and there's like a guy murdering someone. But I was saying, you know, it looked like a glory hole.
That's not good.
It's usually what you're getting into with something like that, you know. Okay, 83 an hour, Good Brother said.
That's a lot. That's more than 1 per minute.
Everyone gets less than a minute. It's got to be just like...
They have like an usher.
Probably. I'm sure there's a guy ushering people through. Probably with a stopwatch.
Although there's probably, you know, you can do more than 1 at a time.
That's true. Yeah.
Blah. That's even grosser.
Hurry along, all holes filled. Chop, chop. Let's go, 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 go. Go, go, go. I'd like the guy with the, what is that? I always forget what it's called. Is it the Mid-Atlantic? Is it the Mid-Atlantic accent?
I don't know. Yeah, so you
Up, 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 up. Hurry along, hurry along. Pump, 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 pump. All holes filled. Go, 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 go.
I hate that. I hate this whole conversation.
Okay, you've had your turn. Move on, move on. Move on. Next, next. Hurry along. Solve for sex. Transatlantic.
That's it.
Transatlantic. Well, I heard that. Are you supposed to say that? Transatlantic?
Yeah, it's not offensive.
Is the transatlantic accent a real Atlantic accent? Like the regular Atlantic accent?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Why would I know? I don't know anything about that. I don't know about anything we're talking about. I'm just gonna build this really difficult set here and be bummed about it because it's really hard.
Trans accents are real accents. That's what they say.
That's true.
Transatlantic. Trans-Pacific. It was born Pacific, but then altered along the way.
That happens.
Mm-hmm. Find the quadratic formula for x. No. I don't want to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to solve for x. That's what I'd say if I had to go back to school. That's what I'd tell him. No, I don't want to solve for x. Solve for x is stupid. All right, Ronnie. Good evening to ya. We'll see you next time. Come and hang out if you want to watch me play Doom on Monday night. Working my way through it. What's wrong? Oh,
I don't want to talk about it.
the movie we saw was called Friendship. Friendship. With Tim Robinson from I Think You Should Leave. Did you like the film? Mm-hmm. It had Paul Rudd as well.
I do like Paul Rudd.
Yes, friendship. Tim Robinson kind of becomes obsessed with his neighbor. Things don't go so well. Lots of discomfort.
I really wish I would have seen that lady that I talked to at the bathroom after she saw that movie.
Yeah, because she thought it was going to be just like a thriller, suspense thriller.
Thought it was like, she said she described it in such a way that I had no idea what she was talking about, and then she told me the title of the movie, and I was like, oh no, she has no idea what she's about to get herself into. She's like, yeah, we're seeing this dramatic romantic thriller. It's like about a guy and his best friend, and one of them like falls in love with the other one, and it's kind of like a fatal attraction, and she like named off some other movies, and I didn't pay attention to the other ones because I was like, what the fuck is she talking, what movie is she talking about? And then she was like, it's called Friendship, and then I was like, oh, she's like, all right, bye. I'm like, oh no. I don't think that's what that is.
No. I doubt she liked it.
I hope she went on a wild adventure that evening.
Like in the movie?
Yeah.
Into the sewers?
Yeah. I hope when she finished it, she was very taken aback.
Would you be mad if I tried to take you on a wild adventure to the sewers?
Yeah, the whole time we were watching, I wanted to lean over and be like, you better never do this.
I'd at least know the way if I was going to do that.
You'd be going by yourself.
How would I rate the movie? I'd give it 700 super divorces out of a possible 1,000. I thought it could have been sillier, but it was decent. It was pretty depressing, to be honest.
Yeah, it was kind of sad. I don't know if it was supposed to be.
Yeah, it's not one I would just throw on to watch for fun. I thought it would be, but it was a bit darker than I was expecting. Much more somber, because, you know, if you've ever watched Tim Robinson's comedy, he's always like over the top, and he was in this movie as well, but it was done in a way where it just felt crazier and like not a funny way. Like he was just...
Sometimes it was funny.
Well, there were a few parts that I laughed at, but it wasn't nonstop. It wasn't like watching an episode of I Think You Should Leave that was just stretched out for an hour and a half.
That's how I felt.
It's not how I felt.
I know you don't feel... I feel that discomfort every time I watch that show.
Well...
You think it's funny. I'm stressed out the whole time.
The show is meant to be a comedy. The movie, I think, was more of like a dramedy.
This whole set is scaring me.
Why?
It's having me lay bricks where there's unsupported pieces underneath. And I don't know if that's like to save on pieces.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like if you lay a floor with no support beams.
Yeah.
It's like that. I'm very nervous for this like completely hollow center that we've got underneath. Unless something's gonna, there's nothing that's gonna like go in there, you know?
Well.
It's just like.
Be careful. Don't press down too hard on that unsupported area.
It's leaving it for me to crush it at some point.
Well, don't do that. Don't crush it. Yeah, it was like a friend tragedy. It was kind of tragic. Wokey. Hi. Good Brother said, "Oh, Jess is stressed out the whole time. Tell me a time when she's not stressed out. She flips shit giving out lattes and Hello Kitty."
What? No, I don't. Why do the lattes scare me?
You haven't played your Hello Kitty in
Yeah,
ages.
because I haven't had time. It's too stressful. I have too many lattes to give out.
Too many lattes, too many gifts to give to people all around town. They're probably waiting for you so
I know
patiently.
They always have seasonal things too, and I'm missing it all.
Yeah.
I've just given up.
You're gonna miss out on the whole springtime thing.
See, I have to press this in on this unsupported beam.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they had to fix our back steps at work.
The unsupported beams.
Yeah, I don't know if you know that, but they just replaced all the stairs that go out the...
Yeah, you were telling. Well, you had the caution tape up, didn't you?
Yeah, it's because they had like composite decking,
Mm-hmm.
and it was starting to bow.
Yeah, because it was built by noobs.
It was, and we found out it was because they put no like...
Yeah, you'd have to be a dumb dummy.
Yeah.
Making steps with no support beams underneath, so people are just walking on like hollow planks.
Yeah, so it was eventually like starting to cave in. So.
A lot of foot traffic through that door too.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky no one fell through. Get a lawsuit on your hands.
Well, clients don't use that.
They used to.
Most of the time they didn't. Only during COVID. It was the only time. I can't find none of these pieces.
The piercing room door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one.
It's all fixed up now. Nice and good. There we go. Whew. Let's stop sweating now. Whew, that was scary.
They're making a COVID movie. They showed a trailer
Is that
for
what
it.
that was for?
It like took place during COVID times, in like a no, not mythical, fictional. That's what I'm looking for. A fictional town where I think Joaquin Phoenix plays like the.
That was Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah, he plays like the conservative sheriff, and then Pedro Pascal is like a news reporter.
Why is he in all their movies coming up? It seems like he was on 2 of their previews.
Pedro, that other one with Don Johnson's daughter.
Is that who that was?
Dakota Johnson. Yeah, that's
got
Don
really-
Johnson's daughter.
I got really confused because I thought A24 only does like creepy weird stuff, and those all seemed like there was like that seemed like a romantic
No,
drama.
they just do like high art, if you will, type stuff. It doesn't have to be scary. What do they call it? Elevated horror is how it's referred to. I hate that. They asked John Carpenter what he thought about that, and he was basically, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. I love John Carpenter. Didn't have time for anyone's horse shit. He's like, I just want to play video games. Leave me alone. That's basically what he said. Someone asked him in an interview within the past couple years, they're like, how does it feel to be a horror icon? People refer to you as a master of horror. How does that feel? He's like, I don't know. I just want to play video games. That's like what he does. He plays video games and he plays music with his son. They go on tour sometimes. That's about it. He's like, fuck you guys. Could be. You know, I've never played a show with my dad.
That's kind of wild.
I could.
Why don't you?
I know that I could do vocals.
Why don't you offer it
with
to
my
him?
padre? We could go out to a bar and grill.
Yeah, do it sometime. Tell him.
I'd like to cover the Lost Boys song with him sometime. Have him do the Timmy Capello part on sax.
Still believe. What is this horse shit? God bless it. I'm pissed now.
Wokey! Get out of it.
You know, at nighttime when he's running around out in the yard, he just looks like a pot-bellied pig scrambling around in the woods.
Has he gotten fatter?
He was getting skinnier. I saw him jump really high. He like jumped all the way up to the doorknob when I was bringing him in. Fatty can jump.
Oiled up Randy on sax.
Don't oil up your dad, please.
Maybe I can get him into the health and fitness game.
You've tried that.
He always falls off the wagon.
He likes his sweets, Lisa says.
And his drive-through food. But I've tried telling him, like, you can go through and you can order. Like, he used to, actually, he was on the Atkins thing way back in the day.
I know.
He wouldn't even let me put butter on my toast when I was a kid.
That's where he
And I would go and stay with him sometimes. He didn't keep butter in the house. He only had olive oil.
Ugh. Olive oil's fine.
And he stopped drinking regular milk, and I'd go over there and we'd have cereal, and it would be like rice milk.
He's on that fake health food kick.
Yeah, well, that was back in like the 90s. That was when it was all coming into style, kind of. That first wave of it. And everyone was like, oh, yes, drink the rice milk instead of the fucking regular milk. Use olive oil instead of butter on toast.
Yeah, don't eat the stuff that humans have been eating for eons.
Yeah.
Do this newfangled. People can make juice out of rice. That's what we should be doing.
Now it's cockroach milk.
Ugh.
That's what people want. That's the most disgusting one that I've heard, I think. And then you look into it, and it's like, yeah, it's not milk. It's like this, it's like some secretion that they have.
Ew.
And they're like, oh, but it has more protein. Yeah, it's also like, it's you're trying to say that the thing you're replacing milk with is also milk, and it's not. Like cockroaches produce milk. They don't. There's a secretion you can extract from them.
They'll get in trouble for calling it that then.
People want cockroach milk because they say it's more sustainable.
You gotta kill like 1 million cockroaches just
Yeah.
I mean, not that we...
Because it's so awful that we have dairy cows. It's much better to like set up factories where we have to like harvest. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't really looked into that. How many cockroaches do you need to milk?
Look into it. It was a lot.
Well, if I have, I don't remember. I don't remember what the number was. But it's not like one cockroach is taking the place of one cow. You know what I mean?
I do.
You probably have to crunch and crumble like an entire cow's worth of cockroaches to get one glass of cockroach milk. It's not really milk. It's like an ooze.
Sick.
And if you fall for that, you're a schmohawk. And you're getting on board with the plan. And you shouldn't get on board with that plan.
Look at these unsupported beams. I gotta go for more of them.
I would rather drink cat milk
Oh
than
my God.
cockroach secretions.
This can't be.
Well, that's fine, but it's okay. We've been doing that for a long time, and it's kind of something that we naturally discovered. We didn't have to set up special factories, you know what I mean? With like machines that can harvest honey directly from bees. They do it.
This is no good.
Cockroaches aren't out there like, stop it. Cockroaches don't wake up in the morning and go to the milk, whatever the milk extraction facility of their own volition. They don't set up shop and milk themselves into like a little container for people to come by and drink from, to suckle from.
Gotta do more unsupported beam work. Hold on. Why are they?
And honey is badass because it never goes bad. No expiration date. Right? There are honey sellers that have vintage honey that you can buy. Did you know that? You can go to like honey specialty shops and they'll have like 100-year-old honey. I didn't even know that until recently. That was a new tidbit that I discovered.
Fine wine, huh?
Yeah. A real superfood.
This whole thing's gonna fucking crumble. Man, I can feel how unstable it is.
Jorfus said it's because it has no water for degrading organisms to make it decay. Is that why?
Probably.
Because there's no... Well, it has to have some water, right? Is it completely devoid of water?
I would assume.
Honey?
It's just like a gelatinous goo.
There's no water involved at all?
I wouldn't think so. What is wrong with you? Oh man, here it goes. About to.
Good Brother asks, you know what's maximum tism? Vegans keeping bees for pollinating, but not harvesting the honey to keep the bees working and pollinating. Okay, it does have water, but there's not enough for decaying organisms to live on.
I'm scared of this set. I'm about to make you take over. I can't do it.
You can do it.
No, it's about to get hairy here in a second.
Just believe in yourself. All you have to do is believe.
Break it.
No, don't break it.
Oh shit. Okay. Now I have to do this.
Oh, I had a question.
Which looks like it's supposed to be flush, but it's not. I think I've done this whole thing wrong.
You haven't. You're fine.
No, I think something's wrong. I think I've made it wrong. And I have no idea how, because I keep checking.
Maybe it just looks a little strange.
No, something's wrong with it. Well, go ahead and say what you wanted to say.
So I've been playing Doom, The Dark Ages. And it's definitely the best game I've played throughout May. But I don't know if it should be eligible for May's Game of the Month because I haven't finished it yet. Should it be the month I start the game or the month I finish playing it for it to be eligible for Game of the Month? That's a question that's weighing on my mind. I haven't decided yet. I'll kick it out to the chat. Good Brother and Jorfus, what do you guys think? Should a game be eligible if I haven't finished it? I'm leaning towards no. Even though I would say it was the best game that I've played throughout, well, now May is over. Isn't it? It's June 1st now, isn't it? Officially. So I'd say it was the best game I played throughout May, but I'm not done. That's a good point. The end may fuck the whole experience. That is true. A really horrible ending can shit the bed. That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, I think that pretty much solves that. That's true. A horrible ending can just fuck it all up. Make you never want to touch it again.
This piece is supposed to be flush, and it's not. It's almost like there should have been another cross beam here. Maybe we should just not build this anymore.
It's just not working?
Something's wrong, and I followed it carefully. The instructions are shit. It's hard to tell from the picture what's going on. There's a million unsupported beams. This is supposed to be flush. See? It's not. Because it's like almost like there should have been another piece under here, but there aren't any other pieces that I see. And I don't have the popper to take it all apart. I don't know what I did wrong. Something's off. Sorry, everybody.
Well, don't get butt hurt. It's okay.
It's just I don't want to embarrass myself by fumbling and undoing all of it.
No one cares.
I care.
You're amongst friends.
Everybody always makes fun of me when I mess up. I gotta go get the popper.
Good brother thinks you're about to go thermonuclear.
No.
Yeah. Well, I thought Mass Effect 3 in general, that whole game was kind of a shit show. Being quite honest about it. It wasn't just the way the game ended, it was kind of the whole game. I wasn't digging it. The original Mass Effect is such a deep RPG. Just straight up. Would you consider that hard sci-fi? I feel like it is. And I mean, the combat is fine. Takes a little getting used to. It's not like it wasn't functional. But as the series went on, it became more and more like, we want to be Gears of War. We want to get those Gears of War fans. I love Gears, but those two games are vastly different, and they were supposed to be, and they're supposed to stay that way. As they went along, I know a lot of people say Mass Effect 2 is their favorite. I still feel like 1 is the best in the series. Usually when people talk about why 2 is better, they'll talk about the combat. Oh, the combat was so much better. Well, maybe, but that doesn't mean the game itself trumps the original. The original is just one of the greatest games ever made. An experience like no other. All right, you got the popper.
I don't know how far back to go. Like, that's when it started getting weird, when they had me doing that stuff.
I didn't mind those driving sections, good brother. I actually liked that. Maybe I'm a glutton for punishment, but I thought those were kind of fun, the driving segments.
I don't know what to do, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Stop apologizing.
But I don't, short from like taking it all apart. Okay. Got that. This one to cross.
like Ryan Gosling. I drive like Ryan Gosling drives. Jess, you'll have to watch Blade Runner sometime.
Okay.
It was really good. The new one, 2049, with Ryan Gosling. You know him? He played Ken in Barbie.
Stop, of course.
What?
Why would you act like I don't know who that is?
You didn't know who Sydney Sweeney was?
I've never seen her in anything.
She's all the rage.
Okay, but I've seen stuff with Ryan Gosling, you know that.
Both Blade Runner films. Well, you've watched the original, haven't you? The OG Blade Runner with Harrison Ford and Rutger Hauer.
Yeah.
Read the story first. Do androids dream of electric sheep? Jess is death staring at me.
I think I have to take the whole thing apart and start over, so let's just do the boombox or something.
All right, Jess is saying all
I
done.
gotta rage quit.
Jess is rage
The whole
quitting.
thing's messed up. I followed the instructions. I can't do it. I gotta take the whole thing apart. Whatever. Butt hurt.
All right.
Bunch of bullshit. I can build the controllers.
Nighty night, Jorfus. He's heading out.
Good
Maybe we
night.
should just save it for next time.
Well,
I don't know if we should do more bags.
That
everyone-
was a short, disappointing stream.
Well, can't deal with it. Nope.
Well, here you go.
Good brother said it's an honorable death. Well, all right. There it goes. We've never seen this happen before. This is the first rage quit in the history of us doing Legos.
Yeah.
We do have the Xbox that we never finished. I didn't rage quit on that. I just... something was fucked up on it, and I still haven't gone back to figure it out. But I said I was going to sort it.
Made by this, wasn't it?
No, it was a different company. This is Jmbricklayer.
Nighty night.
Ricklayer.
Do nighty night.
Ricklayer will be so sad, said good brother.
Bricklayer needs better instructions and better bag organization.
Well,
More supported beams.
sorry, Rick. If you're watching,
You blew it.
do better. Do better, Rick.
Well,
Poor Famicom.
R.I.P. Should we try it again or just throw this one in the trash?
Well, I don't know if we need to throw it in the trash.
Throw me in the trash?
No.
Should I go in the trash?
No.
I'll just be like that guy on Friendship. Just throw myself in the trash. What's...
Yeah, he wasn't bricked up. No bricks in the chat tonight.
No bricks.
Well, sorry, guys.
Doing the walk of shame here.
Jorfus said they're expensive, Jess. Don't throw it in the trash.
I'm gonna throw myself in the trash.
And they're actually not, these are probably not very expensive. These are, as good brother said, the Chinese bootleg They're bootlegos. And he's telling you, don't get so sad about it.
Who's telling me that?
Good brother
Ugh,
said
you even know me.
they're just bootlegs. It's not real.
It's real to me, damn it.
a sham mockery.
This is a sad day. Make a gravestone. Put me underneath of it. This will go down in history as the worst breaking I've ever done. Everybody will reference this. Remember that one time you wasted our lives for 2 hours? And
Well, luckily, there weren't many people here.
those people count.
I know, but I'm just saying not many people know about this.
Should delete it so that nobody rewatches it later.
It's like when Paul Rudd's hair falls off. It's like we won't talk about it.
Should we delete the stream?
Yeah, I'll just delete it so no one knows.
Yeah, will you? Only the people will reference it. It'll become like a Mandela effect.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that one time that Jesse... No, that never happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
Good Brother said if you fucked up a proper Lego set, he'd mock you until the end of time. But he's...
Giving me some grace this time around.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for your grace and understanding.
I mean, it's possible that you did everything correctly and they just didn't line up, because sometimes that happens on these knockoff sets. They don't get it right.
Everything I thought, but sometimes I miss a step, you know. I might have done that. I think look at this thing. Chunked up.
Well, Jorf is saying in Argentina, they're worth like $13,000.
What is?
Legos.
Where? What? 13,000? What?
Yeah.
Like if somebody builds one and you buy it, or just like the sets?
To buy a Lego set is like $13,000
That doesn't sound right.
in Argentinian cash.
They still have
Pesos. 13,000 pesos, not dollars.
them? Oh. That still seems like a lot of pesos. This is a sad day.
Sorry.
I tried my best, everyone. It wasn't enough. Sometimes you try your best and you still don't succeed.
Well.
There's a song about that. Pick yourself up and try again. Try again.
Yep. Dust yourself off and try again.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, Sona?
No, now Sona's gonna see my wig fall off. Tell her it's because she wasn't bricked up.
Jorf has said that Good Brother is such a supportive friend. And Good Brother said, a Good Brother friendship isn't pleasant, but at least it's real, a give and take.
Well, that is true.
Shooting straight, though. Sona, Jess, I don't know if you're just joining or if you've been lurking for a while, but Jess just disassembled this entire Famicom. It was probably like... we were referencing a film. We just watched the movie Friendship tonight, and this kind of is a little spoiler. But you find out at one point in the movie that Paul Rudd is wearing a wig. His character, a toupee.
Yeah.
His character wears a toupee, and only Tim Robinson knows, and he kind of protects Paul Rudd's secret. And so I was telling Jess, this is like the equivalent of her wig falling off.
Mm-hmm.
And we won't...
So I said everybody was going to make fun of me. Everybody likes to make fun of me when I break the Lego sets.
We'll keep the secret, because it wasn't a real Lego set, and it might not have been her fault. They got bad instructions with the Jmbricklayer, and she reached a point where things weren't fitting together and we could not continue. So she decided to take the whole thing apart after being about 3/4 of the way finished.
Well, sometimes you can go back and troubleshoot, but I just could not find... And the whole time I was doing it, it was like, this seems wonky. And I was saying it the whole time.
Well...
And I just kept trying to trust it, and I can't get that one part just yet. And, you know, it just got weirder and weirder, and it seemed like there were either missing parts or stuff I did incorrectly. I don't really know.
Well, whatever happens, Sona is on your side, she says.
Thanks. It's gonna get deleted and we're never gonna mention it again though.
Yeah.
So only the people that showed up tonight will know. And if anybody talks about it again, I'm gonna pretend like I didn't know it happened. We'll build this as a brand new set that we've never done before.
Mm-hmm.
We've never seen it. God bless it. Some of these pieces I can't get apart. Maybe next time you should build it.
Maybe.
And then we'll see if you have the same trouble that I had.
Yeah, we could try that.
Because if you have the same trouble, then we'll know it wasn't just my fault. Won't that be great?
Yeah.
Either that or we're both dummies.
Sona just joined. She said it was so busy tonight at work.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
You don't want a busy night when that's what you do.
No.
I tattooed my client from yesterday, who's a lieutenant firefighter, but he does all the stuff. And you're talking about his work and all the crazy things. And he actually has 2 boys. One's a little younger than Lazarus, and then the other one's Emerson's age. But his older son fell and broke his arm, and he he works in that field, so he was like, his son reacts a lot like Laz does, very extreme all the time. So he was hooting and hollering and screaming. He was in the middle of making dinner, and he's like, what are you screaming about? Kind of like the same way. He's like, I felt kind of bad because he's like, my arm hurts, and he kind of like rolled his eyes and was like, it's fine. And he was like, no, it really hurts. He's like, let me see. And he like brought his arm over, and he's like, oh God, that's broken. We need to get you taken care of.
Well,
it was all okay. But
I'm sure that's a good person to have around, though, if you break your arm.
Yeah.
Sona said, beginning of the month, everyone got their gov checks and overdosing, drinking, and fighting. It's mayhem.
That's sad.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month.
Is there a song about that?
Yes, there's a song about that.
I don't know stuff.
What you know about them bone thugs?
Oh. Is that who sings that?
Yeah.
This piece I can't get apart, but eventually it'll go together, so. Some of them are still stuck. Good. Look what I built today.
Yeah.
I did such a good job.
Great. Fantastic.
My very own Famicom.
You can imagine what it'd be like, though, huh? Sona was singing that all day, she said.
That's funny.
Ha! What do you know?
Was it just in your head, or was it because of the events? Probably the events.
And probably because it's now the first of the month.
That means we have one day to enjoy our street working.
Yeah, they're gonna close it down. Then we gotta take a detour just to get to our own house. These stupid ass road expansion projects. Not good enough the way it is. Let's expand it.
Gotta accommodate more traffic, more people.
She said, unfortunately, lost a couple young folks to the fent.
Oh, that's really sad. Some nasty stuff.
Damn shit. Damn fentanyl.
Yeah, it's gross.
That was a big problem around here for a while. Middletown.
Still is. Not as bad as it used to be, I don't think, but still pretty rough.
Yeah.
It's not good stuff.
Well.
That's why it's good to not do drugs. Never know, they're gonna sneak that in.
Homegrown. That's the way to do it. Organic, homegrown drugs.
Get your Quaaludes, mix them in your bathroom.
Homegrown, organic Quaaludes. That's the only thing that I'll do.
You know, I was just thinking the other day when I was tattooing, I don't know why it popped in my head. I was like, we haven't talked about Quaaludes in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are.
Well, we're keeping it on the DL as Good Brother works on his new concoction.
Oh, that's right.
I've charged him with creating a new updated Quaalude.
Homegrown. No
Yeah.
fentanyl. We can advertise it as
Fent-free, organic.
We're gonna get the cops coming here busting down our door. Somebody's gonna, what do they call that? SWAT. They're gonna SWAT us.
Grass-fed, organic, free-range Quaaludes.
Even Luna looked over here and was like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Hi.
She heard you talking about lewds.
Yep, she wants the ludes. You want some Quaaludes? Yeah, I think we're giving up.
I think it's too late to start over.
Good Brother just read there's some new shit coming up from the south that's 1,000 times more potent than Fent. No cap.
How?
He can't remember the name of it though.
I feel like anybody that is taking fentanyl just dies most of the time. Why do you need something stronger? Stronger, just dead faster?
I don't know.
I don't know much about drugs, so.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up soon. If you need to take off, it's cool, Jorphus. No pressure. We're bullshitting right now. Uh-oh.
Can't fight. Hey! She's pissed. She hates the dogs. Why you always be hissing?
What are you hissing for? Hey.
She's gonna hiss at you. You interrupt her.
What's your problem?
Do you want to bat this around? Doesn't even care. She's too worried about the dog.
It's not that crowded, Sona.
What?
Planet Earth.
Our house is crowded with all these damn critters.
Cat. You take a trip on a plane and you see how not crowded the Earth actually is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You start looking down, like there's a lot of free real estate here.
You can only stay here if you can free climb, though.
That's true.
Only Tom Cruise and some of his friends be allowed to keep living here.
I was trying to think for a second. What was that? Was that postcard from Planet Earth?
Yeah.
Hey, be nice. Good night, Jorphus. Take care, buddy.
Why do you mess with her? It pisses you off. I can't tell if he's trying to play or if he wants to fight with her or if he's just butthurt that shit. Is he like the guy from Friendship?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Luna's Paul Rudd. Maybe he doesn't like being handled. Maybe that's what he's complaining about. She keeps handling him.
She's not handling anyone. She's just sitting here.
I know, but she just likes to hiss at him from up in spots that he can't reach.
Sona said he's playing. Well, he knows not to mess with her. She hates it. She doesn't want to play with him. See, she's jumpy at me right now. It's okay.
Heightened awareness.
I ain't gonna get you. You're all right.
Fight.
She does not like that dog at all.
She doesn't like any of the dogs.
Well,
She tolerates Warrior, and I think she's less shitty with Phoebe now that Loki's here. She hates him more.
It's called carfentanil. A lethal dose is 0.02 milligrams.
What's the point? Don't you kind of kill your customers?
I guess maybe you have to use less of it. So a batch goes further. More powerful.
I guess that makes sense.
Jesus. Come on, cat. Damn idiots. That doesn't sound good.
What?
Car fentanyl.
No, that does not sound good. I don't want any of that.
Me neither.
What if you wanted to just like sprinkle a little in somebody's coffee you don't like?
If you wanted to sprinkle the car fentanyl in,
Yeah.
well, it sounds like they would die immediately.
I know.
Yeah, amounts to price. That's what I'm saying. Cheaper for a bigger high.
I don't want any of that.
Me neither.
I don't want any of that in my coffee.
Don't put any in Jess's coffee. Anyone. What was that one drug that the online, those chicks were talking about using after the election?
Yeah, it was some ridiculous.
Because there was like a hashtag thing, make whatever it was great again. And they were talking about poisoning men to get back at them.
It was like an herbal elixir.
Yeah.
They made back in the day, some lady to like secretly kill abusive husbands,
Yeah.
supposedly.
Only instead of abusive husbands, they were just going to start poisoning random men.
Yeah.
It's like, if you work at Starbucks, maybe you just drop a little bit of this in the next guy's coffee who comes through and start doing your part.
Well, good thing you're Jesse. So.
Yeah. I don't think it caught on, though. Luckily.
Well, yeah, because you'd go to jail.
Yeah. Most people don't want to do that.
Is
Well,
Selma still working right now? Are you on a break or are you off now?
She made it sound like she was off now.
I would hope so after that day she described.
Hopefully she's back home relaxing at this point.
It's probably a little hard to relax after a night like that. Youngsters taking their way out. It's gotta suck.
Oh no, she's on until 6 a.m.
That's what I was worried about. They usually work overnight.
Well, I hope the rest of your evening is less like that.
Yeah. Hopefully it's just some skinned kneecaps and
Maybe a foreign object stuck in someone's butt. Got too ambitious with the butt plug. The beads. Got some stuck beads.
I tattooed an ER nurse the other day, and he was talking about how somebody came in with like a car accident person, and they were doing scans to figure out, all the things wrong with them. And they're like, do you know you have a lighter up in there? And they're like, yeah. I don't really know why. They had a lighter up in, it was a lady. Were you like smuggling it? Why is that in there? I don't think they figured it out.
Maybe it was like the old Armageddon story where they were doing the felching and the guy had shoved the gerbil down the tube and it wouldn't come out again. So the man without the tube shoved in his ass got a lighter thinking the light would attract the gerbil and he would come back out of the tube, and it lit a pocket of gas and blasted the gerbil out of the tube like a mortar, and it launched right into the guy's face.
The gerbil did?
Yeah, the gerbil launched out of the tube, broke the guy's nose, and burned his partner's asshole, of course.
Everybody in that scenario got exactly what they deserved, by the way.
Yeah.
First of all, why would you put those tiny little claws in there?
I think they like the tickling.
No. Oh.
It provides a nice tickle.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
They just crawl up in there and.
That's like heebie-jeebies. So many disgusting things to unpack there.
Felching is what they call it.
What, the gerbil?
That's what the act is called, is felching.
What, putting the gerbil or blowing it out with a lighter?
No, not the. You don't want that to happen. That's not like something people do for fun.
It's like, which part is the felching?
Felching is the act of, like, you know, dropping I guess a small rodent down a tube stuck in someone's ass.
Ugh. That's disgusting. I hate everything about what's happening right now. That poor little critter.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm just having my happy little life. Whoa, where am I?
Mm-hmm.
Not be fun.
They did a whole South Park episode about that.
Yeah.
Lemmy Winks.
I didn't know if that was like a real story or if that was made up. That sounds like a made up story.
No, it was real.
I don't like that one bit.
They say there's a story about Richard Gere being involved in a felching session.
I mean,
It's kind
of a silly guy.
It's one of those Hollywood rumors that's been around for ages.
Mm-hmm. The ER nurse I tattooed also told me that there was a guy that had inserted a vibrating toy up his bum.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like a lady. When you put it in the bum, it can travel.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a means to pull it out with something. So it had traveled, and it was like in his like intestines or whatever, not all the way up there, but in the whatever, one of the colons, the colon up there, the whatever the fucking name is. Anyway, and it was vibrating, and he was like freaking out, and of course they had to get it out of him. But yeah, it had traveled. Sigmoid colon is what he told me.
Sigmoid.
I think so.
Never heard of that.
I think that's the right name. Maybe I'm wrong. Now I'm second guessing myself.
Reminds me of Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah. I think that's what it's called.
They might have done some felching.
Who?
Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah, it is a sigmoid colon. That's the S-shaped portion of the large intestine that connects the descending colon to the rectum, so it had gone up into his large intestine. That wouldn't feel so nice.
Sona says it'll be like it is right now until at least the 15th. Decent weather and free money is a bad mix.
That's true. That's not good.
No.
Well, I guess I shouldn't be complaining about my shitty build.
Yeah, it could be much worse than this, than a disassembled knockoff Lego set.
That's true. None of us have squirrels in our butts that I know of right now.
We're car fent in our systems.
No.
So that's something to celebrate.
Nick didn't have to Neuralink it up.
Nope.
We're all doing all right. In the grand scheme of things.
Good Brother said, imagine being the heroic pioneer that first decided, well, let's put that rodent in my BH. Heroic pioneer. That'd be a good online handle.
Heroic pioneer.
Yeah, that'd be a great gamer tag. For, like, great sort of inside joke gamer tag. No one would ever know what you're referencing, except for people here.
But this stream is going to get deleted. So nobody will ever know.
All right, well, I guess we're going to wrap up for the night.
Stop crying. That was me.
There it is. Heroic pioneer and super divorce. Good combo.
Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, hopefully you'll come back on Monday night. Sona said, felch those tortillas, Jess.
No felching. No felching.
It's a felch-free house.
Forever.
Okay, guys. Monday night, I'll continue Doom at 11:30, and we'll try and keep up with the daily uploads. I got 2 up today. I did, what was it? What was the first one called? Last Guest. That was the first one. And then I played a Puppet Combo Untitled demo. So if you guys haven't checked those out, please do, and then let me know what you thought. And until next time, everybody, thanks for hanging. Take real good care. Oh, she said, don't keep Jess from us this long ever again.
What? Oh, because we missed last week?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't my fault.
It wasn't.
No, it's not like I barred you from the stream. Last Saturday?
Yeah. Oh, we went to Dale's house.
Yeah.
We went out with friends.
Yeah.
From work.
Yeah.
We were there very late.
Mm-hmm.
We were all felching.
All right. See you on Monday night, guys. Bye-bye.